What if I told you that the most powerful thing a celebrity can do in 2026 isn't posting a viral TikTok or trending on X, but literally becoming a ghost? Imagine being at the absolute peak of your career. Your face is on every billboard, your name is the top search result, and the paparazzi are practically living in your bushes. And then you just stop. You delete the accounts, you move to a farm, you vanish.
Most people think that's career suicide. They think if the algorithm doesn't see you, you don't exist. But there is a secret group of A-listers who have discovered a glitch in the fame economy. They aren't losing relevance, they're weaponizing absence. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how a disappearing act is actually the ultimate PR God mode, and why the next person to vanish might just become the biggest star on the planet.
Let's talk about Lena Hart. 2 years ago, she was the it girl of the decade. 3 Grammys, a skincare line, and a social media following larger than the population of most European countries. Then, on a random Tuesday, she posted a black square with the caption, "Goodbye," and deleted everything. No press release, no mental health break announcement, just digital silence. The internet went into a meltdown. Fans like Tara Voss, a professional internet investigator who treats celebrity breadcrumbs like a cold case, spent months analyzing old footage. Was Lena kidnapped? Was she canceled behind the scenes? The silence created a vacuum, and as nature abhors a vacuum, the public filled it with obsession. This is the Lena Hart paradox. In an era of overexposure, the only way to increase your value is to decrease your supply.
When you are everywhere, you are a commodity. When you are nowhere, you are a legend.
We live in a feed me economy. If a creator doesn't post for 3 days, the algorithm treats them like a discarded candy wrapper. We've been conditioned to believe that visibility equals power. But Mason Reed, a high-level PR strategist who works with the 1%, views it differently. He calls it the saturation point. Think of fame like a hit song. The first time you hear it, it's amazing. The 500th time, you want to tear your hair out. Modern celebrities are overplayed. By disappearing, they reset the clock. They allow the public to miss them. Mason argues that most celebrities aren't canceled by scandals anymore. They're canceled by boredom. Disappearing is the only known cure for audience fatigue. Let's look at the economics of the ghost move. In any market, when supply is infinite, the price hits the floor. Right now, celebrity content is infinite. We know what they ate for breakfast, what their bathroom looks like, and what they think about every political event. Their value per post is dropping because they've made themselves too accessible. By going dark, stars like Lena Hart create white space. They create a period of time where the demand for information continues to climb while the supply is zero. This creates an attention bubble. When they eventually return, and they always do, the price of their attention is 10x what it was when they left. It's the difference between a tap that's always running and a rare bottle of vintage wine. But here is where it gets interesting. When a star disappears, the fandom doesn't just go away, it evolves. This is where people like Tara Voss come in. Tara represents a new breed of internet sleuths. When Lena Hart vanished, Tara's YouTube channel exploded. She wasn't just a fan anymore, she was a historian of the Hart era. The disappearing act turns passive consumers into active investigators. Fans start re-watching old videos, looking for clues. They analyze lyrics for secret messages. They track flight patterns. This detective work creates a level of engagement that a standard PR campaign could never buy. The celebrity isn't just a person anymore. They've become a mystery, a puzzle that the internet needs to solve. Back in the golden age of Hollywood, stars were untouchable. They were gods and goddesses who lived on Olympus. You only saw them in movies.
Social media destroyed that aura by making them our best friends, or worse, our peers. The disappearing celebrity is trying to reclaim that godhood. When you can't see them, you can't judge them for their mundane flaws. You can't see them in their sweatpants at Target. They exist only in your imagination and in their best, most curated moments.
By vanishing, they exit the influencer category and re-enter the icon category. Icons don't do get ready with me videos. Icons exist in the shadows. Mason Reed often tells his clients, you can't change the narrative while you're still in the room. If a celebrity wants to pivot, say from a bubblegum pop star to a serious dramatic actor, the hardest thing to do is convince the public to let go of the old image. Disappearing acts as a hard reset for the brain. It's a psychological palate cleanser. When a star goes away for 2 years and returns with a new look, a new sound, and a new attitude, the public is much more likely to accept it. The gap in time allows the old version of the celebrity to die, so the new version can be born. It's not a retreat, it's an incubation period. Is it all sunshine and secret villas? Not exactly. There's a massive risk involved. If you stay gone too long, the vacuum might be filled by someone else. The internet has a short memory, and for every Lena Hart who comes back stronger, there are 5 stars who disappeared and were simply forgotten. The key, according to strategists, is the echo. You have to leave enough of a legacy, enough music, film, or lore that the conversation continues without you. If you haven't built a deep enough story loop before you vanish, the flame just goes out. You have to be important enough to be missed. It's a high-stakes gamble. Are you a legend, or were you just a trend? When the silence finally breaks, the impact is seismic. When Lena Hart finally returned, she didn't do it with a tweet. She did it with a single, unannounced live stream that crashed 3 different platforms. No marketing budget, no billboards, just the sheer force of the return. Because she had been gone, her first interview was a global event. Her new album broke streaming records in the first hour. By losing 2 years of social media relevance, she gained a decade of career longevity. She proved that in a world of constant noise, the loudest thing you can possibly do is stay silent. The ghost mode strategy isn't just about PR. It's a rebellion against an internet that demands every ounce of our privacy in exchange for a seat at the table. Lena Hart, Mason Reed, and Tara Voss are all players in a game where the most valuable currency isn't likes, it's mystery. In a world where everyone is screaming for attention, the person who walks away is the only one who truly controls the room. If you ever feel like the noise of the digital world is becoming too much, just remember, your favorite stars aren't just taking a break, they're building an empire out of silence. If you found this breakdown of celebrity psychology fascinating, you'll definitely want to check out our video on why negative PR is actually a billion-dollar industry. Hit that subscribe button and stay curious, or, disappear for a while. We'll still be here when you get back.